evening, everybody. My titas, and my cousins over there in the Philippines. For those of you who don't know me, I am Majesty Kalulo Rivera. My dad is fondly known to many of you as Papa Ondoy, Nong Ondoy. Tita Tess was my dad's baby sister. We would have loved to be there to be with you tonight or this past week. Unfortunately, we're unable to leave our work here in Melbourne, Australia. Tita Tess left for Canada such a long time ago. I was but a little girl. I always knew when Tita Tess would come to visit because Daddy would always tell me weeks ahead that Tita Tessie would be coming home, that she would be here for a few weeks or so, and he would be so looking forward to it. She didn't come home to visit that often, as my dad would say. Canada is such a faraway place, and it's such a long way to travel. But those times she was home, I would get home in the afternoons and I would see Tita Tessie with my dad sitting at home, and I know that they've spent a whole afternoon talking. And that's what they love to do, just talking. They talked about a lot of things. Don't know what they talked about, but they seem to have talked about a lot of things. I don't really know who talked more, whether it was Tita Tessie or my dad, but I know my dad was a very quiet person and he was an avid listener. Even when Tita Tessie would go back home to Tita Cora's place, late at night, I'd see my dad lying on the bed, still on the phone, and I'd ask him, like, who are you on the phone with? And he would say, I'm on the phone with your Tita Tessie. Still, they had so much to talk about, and I don't really know what they talked about. Tita Tessie was such a gentle and thoughtful auntie. When she'd come to visit, I remember her just stroking my hair. She always encouraged me to study hard, even if I already had good grades. She said hard work and an education, that would get me to where I needed to go to finally reach my goals. She explained it as just like soaring to the skies. That was precious. After a few years, I saw that Tita Tessie was not as agile and as physically active as she used to be. Yet she was always smiling, always so positive, and always so happy. When she could, she would travel back to Manila to spend some time with the rest of her family in Manila, although she did have family in Canada. And I said, wow. It's like I was so inspired by someone so strong and so focused and so determined just to do whatever she wanted. And yet, despite all the difficulties, she just wanted to go home and spend time with her family. That was something. Tita Tessie, when I heard the news, I was very sad. But at the same time, I know we can't be selfish because I know that you are home now. I'm so happy that I met you and happy that I spent those quiet moments with you and my dad. I'm happy that I spent time with you when you're physically at your best. and I'm so inspired by your inner strength when things became difficult. So farewell for now, Tita Tessie. I know you've had a great welcome from my dad, from Tita Loy, Tita Lor, and the rest of our family up there. I'm sure it's a wonderful place. Rest now, Tita Tessie, and please hug my dad for me.
Hello everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zoe. You met my mom and dad just before. I can't say I've had the pleasure of knowing Tita Tess for very long, but in the few conversations that we've had, be they few and far between, I've known her to be lively and spirited and hold massive enthusiasm for life. And perhaps through everything she's been through, that's probably what makes her the most inspiring. So, wherever you are, Tita Tess, I hope you're having a blast, and say hi to my grandpa for me.
Hi everybody, I'm Benjie Rivera. I'm Majesty's husband and Zoe's dad. Just like to say, we would have loved to be there and spend the week because Tita Tess passed away. But as it's very hard to leave Melbourne and leave work. So we send you all our prayers and all our condolences, and I guess we're thankful that at the very least Tita Tess is at peace. She's not in pain anymore, and she's with Daddy. So hug Daddy for us, Tita Tess, and hug Tita Luloy and everybody else as well.